Hello and welcome to another CookeryCam. I've been eating a lot of squid lately and most of it has been stir fried very quickly, but I thought that today I'd go the other extreme and I'm going to do a pork and squid stew. So rather than stir fry it very quickly, cook it long and slow. So there are 2 squid from my local fishmongers, which I'll be preparing soon. There is a pound of diced pork shoulder, a couple of onions, 3 carrots. I'll be using a couple of sticks of celery, I guess. And then over here we've got some chorizo that I'll be putting in, probably simply because I've got some. Parsley, garlic, dried chili flakes, and then 2 types of pimenton, hot and sweet. I'll probably be using about half a teaspoon or maybe a teaspoon of each. So the plan is prepare the squid, and then fry that off very quickly, and then brown the pork, chop the vegetables, and then once I've browned the pork and fried the squid, I'll put those aside while I sweat the celery, carrot, onion, and probably a clove or 2 of garlic as well. And then I'm going to put the meat back in, add some passata, which is there, and probably half a bottle of red wine, and then just leave it to cook long and slow, probably a couple of bay leaves, salt and pepper, the usual. So I'll prepare the squid and then I'll come back. Okay, so there's the chorizo. That's about 3 inches of chorizo sliced, 3 fat cloves of garlic, 2 sticks of celery, 3 carrots, 2 onions. There's those 2 squid cleaned and cut ready for cooking, and the shoulder of pork, bottle of wine. I'll be putting about half of that, that's red. I'll be putting probably half or 3/4 of that passata in. I'm going to play this by ear really, I haven't cooked it before. There's the parsley, there's the pimenton, there's the dried chili flakes. I haven't cooked this before, but I think kind of what I'm going for is a Portuguese, Spanish stew maybe, hot spicy, chorizo, squid, pork. Cooked for a couple of hours so it's all nice and falling apart and melting, and let's see how we get on. So I'm going to fry off the squid, put that aside, brown the meat, put that aside, then put the and the chorizo, probably put the chorizo in then with the vegetables. When the fat starts running from the chorizo and the chili oil starts coming out, put the garlic in, and I'll come back then and we'll see how we do. Okay, so there is the squid and the pork, which has been cooked already. And in the pan now, as you can see, is the carrot, the celery, the onion, the chorizo, and the garlic. So that's not quite ready yet. I'm going to give that another 5 minutes or so until that's nicely soft and sweated down. And then I'll put the squid and the pork in there as well. 4 bay leaves, probably 3/4 of that passata, maybe all of it, not sure. Half a bottle of red wine, maybe a bit more. The parsley. And then that is a teaspoon of sweet pimenton, teaspoon of hot pimenton, and probably about half a teaspoon or slightly more of dried chili flakes. So put all that in, put it in the oven, medium on 180 degrees or thereabouts for, well, I'll check it after an hour, probably take 2 hours. I want it to be really, really amalgamated, sauce reduced, wine and tomato passata evaporated nice and thick. I probably want to season it. I'll check the seasoning halfway through and then probably add some more at the end. So I'll show you just what goes in the oven. Okay, and there it is. So I put the whole bottle of red wine in the end and the whole bottle of passata as well. There's the empty red wine, there's the empty passata. So I'm just going to bring that up to the boil and then I'll put it in the oven, 180 degrees C, check it after an hour. I expect it to probably take 2 hours. And as I say, I want it to all be melting and falling apart and be utterly yummy. And I'll check for seasoning about halfway through cooking. I'll see you then. Right, so that has just come out of the oven after 2 hours. And as you can see, the sauce is a lovely dark brown. And I've tasted it. It tastes really good. Really spicy. You can taste the pimenton, the chili, dried chili flakes. And I'm going to serve that with purple sprouting broccoli, which is nearly done. And mashed potato, which is done. So that is squid and pork stew in red wine. So enjoy.